Hey everybody, this video is all about emotions and kind of society and our standards and norms. I've had some experiences in life, I think we all have, that stir up emotions. Um, there was a message that came through, I think it was 1 or 2 days ago, maybe yesterday, maybe both. And it was just kind of about how it's a theme that's been happening this year so far, how it's okay to feel. And we should feel our emotions. That's one of the things that we are here on earth to do, is to be in our emotional bodies, not always in the logical mind. Don't get me wrong, the logical mind is important and we do need that, and it should be utilized as well. But we just shouldn't stuff down our emotions and always try to think through things or mentalize things or rationalize things if our feelings haven't been expressed yet. It's very healthy and important for our energy to flow through our chakras properly, for us to get out that emotional energy. And one of the first steps is just identifying what we're feeling. A lot of us have become pretty cut off because society tells us to not express, to keep our cool, and obviously there's a time and place for everything. During a business meeting, we may need to be more professional, but in more casual circumstances or with relationships with loved ones, friends, and family, we do have the ability to be more open. But sometimes I think a lot of us find ourselves not able to or willing to express those feelings, or even willing to admit to ourselves that we have them and feel them. And so what that's doing is it's causing a disconnection. One of the most important things about humanity, one of the things that we need the most, is connection. And that is actually the main cause behind things like substance abuse and different behaviors where people are numbing their pain. They feel disconnected, and it was actually Portugal who legalized all drugs, and instead of fighting drugs, they decided to take all that time, energy, and money and the resources and investigate what's causing people to do these things. And so what they found out was it was lack of connection. So when somebody had gotten in trouble for drug use or things like that, instead of being very punitive and punishing them, they would instead give them a job and lace them in with a community and a group of people and give them a sense of worth and accomplishment. And that seems to be really working out for that country. I'm not speaking for or against anything in this video, just saying that we do need connection at the base level. And anything we do in life, if we go out and get rich or become successful and accomplish all of our personal goals, what is that really if we don't have connection with others? Won't it feel kind of empty? And I think a lot of people have discovered that and then searched inside. So we also need a connection with ourselves. I think a really great way to obtain the connection is to start with our feelings, to be honest with ourselves and to identify what it is we're feeling, why, where is it coming from. And that might not be an instant process. We might not be able to figure that out in the moment. We might have to think about it for a day or longer, because it's something that we're not conditioned to do. Another thing is the society's norm about men not crying, or the masculine not being in touch with their feelings. And this may or may not be true, but I think it's time that we do reconnect. And that can go for anybody. It doesn't have to be a man. A woman can be disconnected from her feelings as well. I think it's really important to teach our children that it's okay what they're feeling. I've seen a lot of parents, and we've probably all seen, where the kid is kind of acting out and the parents just scolding them like, stop embarrassing me, you have too much energy, you're acting out of control. What this is doing is it's training that kid that their feelings are not appreciated, that it's not okay to express their feelings. Perhaps we can retrain the youth to know and feel accepted for their feelings. They can feel like, you know what, it's okay to have that feeling. And then maybe train them how to productively get out that energy instead of acting out in a negative way for the attention, because once again it comes back to that connection, and that's what they're wanting too. So if we give them that understanding and that compassion, it's giving them that connection, and we might see that those spurts of acting out kind of dissipate or lower naturally by themselves. And it's not just children, it's in between adults too. It's just children are much more honest with their feelings when they're young because they don't have all those conditionings set up by society, so they're just expressing. And maybe we can take some lessons from the children, and not by acting out, but by expressing our feelings. Now, as we grow older, we should be becoming more mature and realize that there's appropriate ways to express our feelings. There's more harmful ways and there's more beneficial ways. For example, using I think, I feel, and I believe statements, using I statements instead of you statements. Like, you do this and you make me feel this way. That's maybe not the best way to say it. Maybe instead say, I feel hurt when this happens. And to really get to the root feelings too. Usually anger is a cover for hurt. So if we're feeling angry, maybe we can dig into that and find out that really we feel hurt. So that's causing us to become angry. So feelings and emotions are really important in life, and it's time that we start reconnecting with that. There is a universal message right now for that. There's a shift. There's a big shift going on from 2020 and now into 2021. It's not over. It's not going to go back to the way it was. We live in a world and universe of constant change. So things are always changing. The faster that we can accept impermanence, the faster that we can reduce or eliminate our suffering. And in order for that to happen, we have to embrace the now. And so if right now we're feeling a certain way, feel it. Own it. I'm happy. Say it out loud. I'm happy, or I'm sad, or I'm lonely, whatever it is. And just own it, feel it, and express it. Use different things like journaling, art, music, writing, therapy. Some people have, counselors, or talk to a friend, venting, working out, exercise. There's so many ways that we can take that energy built up and stored up and make it productive. It'll make us feel better, and it'll probably help out the world too, and maybe even help somebody else out. Okay, so this is a beautiful thing. And we start to see the beauty in all things. Emotions, yes, we've been conditioned, but we can always recondition ourselves. So it just starts step by step, just one little thing. We can do it with ourselves, by ourselves, and then expand that to sharing with other people. So this has been a universal broadcast message. Thank you for listening. Sorry about the long video, but I think it's really important that we hear this and feel this and share this when it comes. So thank you and have a great day. Oh, and let me show some trees before I go.